Mr. Narendra Modi is holding his second meeting in 48 hours over the situation in Ukraine. Remember, the National Security Council had met last night to look and review the situation in Ukraine, and the Prime Minister had spoken to Russian President Vladimir Putin. The fact, though, is that Putin's attack on Ukraine has got India walking a tightrope amidst its strong diplomatic ties with both Russia and the United States. So our top story today is how is India going to now resolve the dilemma it faces in the war in Ukraine? Should it be taking sides? In a moment, I'll be joined by former National Security Advisor and one of the country's leading foreign policy experts, Shiv Shankar Menon. But first, our top story today on India's Ukraine dilemma.
India is one of your major defense partners. Is India fully in sync with the United States on Russia?
We're in consultation with India today. We haven't resolved that completely.
This one reply from US President Joe Biden at his press meet on Thursday stood out.
Let me be clear. These are totally defensive moves on our part.
The US expects India, a strategic partner, to condemn Russian invasion of Ukraine. But for India, both the US and Russia are vital defense and trade allies. It can't pick sides. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has spoken to Russian President Vladimir Putin and has urged him to hold dialogue and stop the military operation. The immediate focus is safe evacuation of Indian citizens from Ukraine.
We've also asked our embassies, our ambassadors in the countries neighboring Ukraine, and I mentioned these, Poland, Romania, Slovakia and Hungary, to send teams of their officers to the border areas with Ukraine to facilitate the exit of Indian nationals from Ukraine, to permit them to come into their countries, so where they can be safely evacuated back to India.
The first real test for New Delhi is when the UN Security Council votes, where both Washington and Moscow will expect support. For India, the challenges are many. Russia is a key supplier of weapons and spares. It is also India's key diplomatic link to Afghanistan and Central Asia. On the other hand, India is part of quadrilateral alliance formed up to contain China, and that completes the tricky triangle.
India has been very careful so far. Its statements in the UN Security Council have been very good, very balanced. The statements basically are saying that the security interests of all parties should be protected.
New Delhi is under immense pressure to take a stand. The West is unhappy, and Russia certainly does not want India to take sides. India had taken a very cautious approach even in the year 2014 when Russia annexed Crimea. The situation is a little different today, but a few days from now, India will have to decide whether if it is going to side with any nation or will continue to be a neutral force. In New Delhi, Geeta Mohan for India Today.